Good evening, chat. We are live tonight. Thank you guys for being here. I had a fun night judging mock trial. So, thank you for being here. We are going to try something. We're going to do what we're going to call a blast from the past. And before I bring this up, I just want you guys to understand this model kit is from 1987. And what is this about, though? Well, in 1987, we didn't know what airplanes stealth fighters looked like. We had ideas, but we didn't know because shit was out there and it wasn't available. So the way this all started was throughout the 70s and 80s, we got into we got through the Century series of fighter planes. And we had the F4, but then we had the F5, and we moved on. Then we had the F-15, we had the F-16, we had the F-14, the F-15, the F-16, and then there was the F-17, nothing. And then we had the F-18, but we didn't have the F-17. So people thought the F-17 was some sort of secret fighter plane. Now, they were kind of correct because it came the F-117. But at that time, people thought the real progression after the F-18 was the F-19. So the F-19. And the F-19, yes, Commando, there was a YF-17. But people thought there was going to be an actual F-17. And they thought there was going to be an F-19. And people thought the F-19 was going to be a stealth fighter of some sort. No, guys, I was 2 years old in 1987. So what happened? Well, people started looking at things and they came up with concepts. And one of them was the F-19. And there was also, if you guys read Red Storm Rising, there was the F-19 Frisbee. But this is what they came up with. This was their idea of a stealth fighter that the government was running. Now, they had a bunch of things right. The engines were recessed, and there were some slab sides on it. Had some angular issues to deflect stealth. But this is not the correct and true thing here. So, but they thought it was going to be the F-19. Well, it turns out it became the F-117 was the stealth fighter. And remember, we didn't know about the F-117 until 1990 when we officially saw it. But this was the F-19 model came out in 1986. And obviously people thought, well, what is the Ruski? What were the Russians going to do? Well, testers and the modeling community, testers and Italieri did a collaboration. They did a collab. And they came up with this. This was their concept of what a Russian stealth fighter would look like. Because remember, this is 1987, guys. 1987, the fucking Cold War was in full tilt still. People thought the Cold, I've asked my dad about this. What was it like in the 80s? And he's like, yeah, we kind of thought the Cold War was just going to go on forever. Like, they just thought it was going to go. They just thought it was going to go and 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 go. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I figured you'd graduate college and the Soviets would still be around. Like, people just kind of assumed that was going to be a thing. So this is kind of like a combination of a lot of things people thought. This is like the YF-23. This is like Firefox out of the Clint Eastwood movie. This has advanced tactical fighter vibes. And this is still like years before the ATF program was launched by the U.S. government. So it's got a lot of concepts. It's got a lot of concepts. So this is their response to what would the Russians do? And they even talk about it. This is a conceptualization because this is what they thought the Soviets would be able to do. Because their lack of manufacturing skills to work with state-of-the-art materials like the composites in the F-19, and here's what they say. You guys can read this. Let me see if I can do this right here. So look at this. It says the Soviets would likely, and look at this middle column right here. They said the Soviets would likely use radar-absorbent material made of complex wedges and facets, and in spite of its angular look, it would fill all criteria of a stealth design. Funnily enough, this is closer to the F-117 in conceptualization than the F-19 was. So, this was actually kind of interesting. This is closer to the F-117 than what the modeling companies came up with. So, that's why you guys are like looking at this. Wow, this is an old school box. It is. This is a brilliant thing here. This is, I've been looking forward to this one. It's only 60 pieces, too. So, I think Jolly Jake Lavelle sent this in, if I remember correctly. Jake, if you're out there, buddy, thank you. But I'm looking forward to this. So here we go, guys. This was brand new in the wrapper still, and we're opening it up. Save the box, yes. This box is actually going to be worth money. And I'm sure there's going to be some model guy out there panicking as I open this and start gluing it. But Safa model, guys. Oh God, this box is like, I can't get it open. But anyways, guys, I was actually tonight at the American Mock Trial Association. They're having their national championships in Cleveland, and I got to judge it. That was a lot. It was a lot of fucking fun. Let me tell you, it was a lot of fun. So, God, this box is going to be. I could sell this box. Like, that's how important this is going to be. Yes, that's a 35-year-old box. Yes. So you say it's tighter than April. Did I ever find the canopy for the other one? Yes, I did, under the wheels of the chair. So I am ordering replacement parts for that. So, yeah. We had a whoopsie doodle, chat. I'm sorry. We did have a whoopsie doodle. But thankfully, I have a bunch of, for the IL-2 thing, I have a bunch of parts I can use. I just need the front, canopy piece. The rest of it I have, so we're okay. But yes, we had a whoops-a-doodle. So. Yeah, smell the cardboard, yes. Actually, it does have a bit of a musty smell, but yes, this was saved in the box, guys. So no, we're going to put this together. I mean, this is very simple, but I like it. This is pretty cool. I mean, this came out when I was 2 years old. But this is what people thought the stealth planes were going to look like. Because remember, guys, we didn't know shit. Like, the MiG-31 was a cutting-edge fighter at this time. So was the F-15. The F-15, like, we were getting into the F-15C models. Like, we were dealing with, like, the height of the Cold War. Like, if you guys ever want to see something interesting for, like, military equipment, there's a channel here on YouTube where a guy has uploaded every October parade, October Revolution parade from the Soviet Union. And he has them all the way through the 60s and the 70s to the 80s till 1990, the last October thing, the last October victory parade. And it's interesting because you look at it and you see on the side of the GOM building, you see like you see 1985 written out. Like, I looked at it like the year I was born. I was like, you know, you just look at it and it's so creepy seeing that. There's all kinds of neat stuff. So I forget what the guy's. Hold on here. Let me look up this guy's channel. October Revolution Parade. Let's see here. The guy's name's Red Samurai 1984. Hold on here. So let me bring it up if you guys want to see it. Real quick. This is the guy's channel. It's just interesting to watch. You could see what was cutting edge in the military of the Russians at that point. So, but like this one, it's very interesting because if you go back to it, you can actually go to here and you could see what was like 1980. Like, so here's the. Let me see if I could show it. Where is? Because they show the year as they're looking. Yeah, here you go. So as they talk about it, like the guy shows all of it and they go along and you're like, I was like 2 months old at this point. 1985, the height of the Cold War. Europe was poised to be turned into ash. And you move along to when they actually start doing the military equipment that comes through. And look at the Soviets' military equipment, peak military equipment, 1985. Look what they're going to start showing you with. Like this is their idea of peak military equipment. You know, you got the BRDMs with the spandrels on top. You know, they got the anti-tank BRDMs running around. Like this is the best they got. This is the premier Soviet art things. You got the BTRs. Then you have some BDMs or BMDs, the Soviet airborne version of the, you know, troop carriers. Like it's interesting to see what they had. It's interesting to see what they had. You know, then they start rolling out. You know, they start rolling out the T-72s. And, you know, we later, like, look at it, just how garbage they are, just spewing smoke everywhere. But it's interesting when you see, this is the height of the Cold War, but it's an interesting channel. Like I said, it's interesting to see what's out there. So 1985, the year the Royals won the World Series, yes. Garrett says, you should send me the 1985 Indian Topps card set. Oh, thanks. The paint was when it got really serious, yeah. So I just think it's interesting when you see all that. I just think it's interesting when you can see all that stuff. And you guys, if you think about it, 1987 building models, like you couldn't afford like a home air gun setup, you know, with like an air compressor and a spray gun. Because I asked my dad about that when I was like, "Did you ever think about getting me this shit as a kid?" He's like, "We couldn't afford." He's like, "I couldn't afford that shit for you as a kid. Like nobody was gonna buy that. Like that shit was expensive." So, anyways, guys, this is like these are the parts. This is it. Like this is pretty cool. This is it. These are all the parts you have. I am touching history right now. So I need to be very careful as I do this. Fedorowski's I think my first plane was in 1985, yeah. You could and Garrett says you could buy those tanks with a pair of Levi's, yeah. Look at these decals. Ooh, buddy. You could do it with a black airplane, or you could do it with a white airplane. So you could do it like in traditional Russian big colors like the gray. We're not going to do gray, chat, because you grays don't deserve it. But they give you 2 different colors to set up. And they have this shit all written in Cyrillic too, which is so cool. So we're going to take a look here. And we're going to do this one all, we're going to do, look at, and guys, I've never seen a model kit with instructions like this. This is so old. I mean, this is like a time capsule. You know, and I love how they're talking here about, you know, you can obtain an excellent finish using tester finishing products and enamels. Guys, the paint would get you so high back in the day. They also talk about you need to wash your parts because of the oils used in the forming process. So it's so interesting. Okay, wow. This is very, like, these instructions are so different than look at how these instructions are. Guys, this is like I'm gonna make sure I hold on to this stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these. Look at these. Like, this is such a different model style than what we're used to now. This is so neat. This is so neat. Commando Kodak says, "Do you think the MiG Bureau grabbed some models and left this?" I'm sure they did. This is just like this is a time warp, chat. Think about it. Like, look how quick this goes together. 4, 5. There's like 6 total steps. Like, if I wasn't painting this, I could glue it all tonight. So let's start with you gotta use the color key. Okay. So we've got a couple of different paints here. All right, so C and G and G and C. Okay, so cement ejection seat sides, cement. Yeah, guys, that's when they use like yes. Here we go. This is interesting here. Okay, so carefully mount the ejection seat into the cockpit tub. The tub of pit cocks. Okay, we need dark green all over. And then we need some red on parts of it. Okay, so we're just gonna start assembling this, and we'll see how far we can get tonight, chat. I'm not gonna stay up late because I got some judging to do in the morning because I'm going back to do it. But I will say, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight. Got to meet the team from Stetson University and also the team from Northwestern. They were both very good. I thoroughly enjoyed my time working with those or judging those teams tonight. So, oh wow, like look how big these pieces are. Even 1986, there is like definition on these pieces. Look at that, chat. Like, let me see if I can show you where I'm at here. Look at the pieces on this ejection seat. Like, that's actually decent quality molding for 1987. So, Territory says, "What's a good email to send you a photo of my Cold War era military ambulance photo? Potentiallycriminal at gmail.com. And like, guys, look, we're using like modern tools to do old models. This is neat too. It's like the guys at Testers, like this would have been pro level tools. All right. And then we're taking A2 and A4 to the seat frame. It's a different plastic. I can feel it. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the plastic is different too. Everything about this is different. So, Garrett says we had clippers back then. Okay, I didn't know. But no, guys, this is just neat. It feel everything about this, the quality of it, like it doesn't feel the same quality. So, did you try to bribe your party? Did the party try to bribe you sandwiches? No. Yes, this plastic doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I know. It's probably cancer. Cancer in a box. Like I said, I believe Jolly Jake Lovell sent me this. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Whoever sent me this is amazing. I'm glad I spent some time working these other models to get my skills up because this deserves the attention to detail that it's so critical to give to it. Well, this model still is like flashing on it and stuff. Interesting. Interesting. I didn't know where you found this, but this is so fucking cool. All right, here we go. So, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this here. Hold on. Let me mess with the Camerado here. El camcorder. Okay, you guys might be able to see me do this here. What was the mock trial about? It's about some sort of it was about a wrongful death. Like, well, basically a guy died at the guy got sucked into a pin setter with his tie on, and it was about negligence and comparative negligence. So it's actually pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. The teams were very good. God, it's hard to see whether this is flashing and what's not. Can't tell. Okay. Okay. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed your night. I know I did. So I'm happy nobody recognized me. Because people are like, oh my God, Sean, I thought you'd be less fat. And I'll be like, thanks. So, yeah. So, what did Meme send me? If he sent me something, I don't know. I need to check my mail, I guess. Meme sent me something. I'll take a look. Garrett says there's a lot of old stores in the small towns out there. Oh, nice. No, you don't go full like Bev Canoni on them. That wouldn't be fair. You wouldn't want to do that to these guys. They're working way too fucking hard. They're very serious about what they do. I don't know how this attaches because I think there's too much flashing on this. You guys can see the little nubbins right here. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I see. Are these guide marks? Yeah, they're guide marks. Okay. I got it. I got it. So these are all the same color except for the top of the seat. Okay, and the G is a dark green. A dark green seat. I guess the Russians run like green ejection seats. Now, the only thing I'm worried about, chat, is if this glue is going to fucking eat the plastic alive. Because this glue is not something they would have had in 1987. They would have different glues. Everything would have been a different formula. So let's burn the old glue out of the pipe. And let's try it out a little bit, see what we get. You guys were talking, Vitali? Yeah. Yeah. You got mail? Thank you. I'll take a look in a second. All right, let's see. Let's see if this does the glue. See what this does. We'll put a drop on a piece of sprue. We'll see what it does to it. Let's see what it does. Well, it looks like it works. I mean, the model molds almost look like a 3D printer the way they have like lines on them. So this glue has nothing on 1986 glue. Oh, I agree. I agree. This is not the same. This is built different. It's just the way it runs too is so different. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So just like this. And you just go kung pow. There we go. So we got one side of the seat on. I mean, it looks good. I like it. Okay, so we're going to do this side. We're going to do this. You guys, even today, molds are hand polished. Yeah. The machines just can't get it right. Well, I mean, I don't blame people for wanting their molds to be done right. It's hard. It's hard to get this stuff right. I hope I didn't see the weather tonight. How bad was it out there? Do we have a bunch of tornadoes again like earlier this week on I think it was Wednesday night? There we go. Just slipped right in place. Cleek, cleek. There we go. All right. So we got the ejection seat done. Okay. So we need part D and part A. So we need the... Okay, so A is dark gray on the inside of the tub. Okay, so dark gray on the control panel. All right, so that's what we'll do. D is flat black. Oh, I see. I see what they want. So the bottom of this is gray and black. Okay. So I don't know, Chad. Should we do a straight on black one, or should we do it like a 19, or should we do a gray MiG? I don't know yet. You tell me. You tell me what route you want to go. One day I'm going to troll you by building a sandwich. That would be funny. Go black. All right. So I was thinking too, but you know, like when you look at a MiG-31, it's got a slick. It looks slick. Okay, so I think we'll try that. I think we'll just go black, black, black. We'll just try to do as much color as we can in other places. Like we've got landing gear bays and shit. We'll just make those nice and colorful to give it a little bit to liven up. And we're gonna have a lot of red. A lot of red. Do a blue on black, black on black. Okay, Scrag Nasher. All right. All right, blue on black, tails on a river, pushing shoes don't mean much. Yes, the decals are red, the seams are red. Yeah. So we'll go Firefox mode on it. Okay, so we need, and this would have been done at the time of hand painting, so yeah, we'll hand paint some of this too. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. This is a very Star Wars-like appearance in the cockpit. So here's the cockpit, chat. It's just like rows of buttons. It's very interesting. This ambulance is running drills along the West German Wall during the Cold War. All right, well, here we go. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Yes, you had all the brushes here. Yes, I need the Firefox kit next. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna take a look at. I got a whole. I bought a set of like, figurine brushes and like tabletop figurine brushes. So we're gonna have some fun with that because those will help. So this is Territory's ambulance, Bambalamps, that was running along the West German Wall. So this must have been British. If this is an ambulance and it's a Land Rover, it would have been British most likely. So this is... very nice. I like it. It looks like you could tell it's been through a lot. You could tell it's been through a lot. It looks like you're doing some body work on it, but yeah, it looks like it's been through... it's got a story to tell. Have you fixed the electrical system on it in the meantime? Because that'll be critical. You guys aren't aware, they have absolutely garbage electrical systems, among other things. So let's take a look at this here. All right. Martha Stewart had nice acrylic precision brushes. I did not know that. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got? What does it say, territory? How did you find this? How'd you find this Land Rover to buy? That's actually kind of interesting. You'll go to jail for buying the brushes, though? Yeah. Yes, British cars were absolutely bad for their electrical systems, if you guys were not aware. Even back in the day, like Triumphs. My dad loved Triumph cars. He used to have a Triumph Spitfire when he was growing up. When he was a kid, he had one. Those things apparently were garbage, but they were good-looking cars. And then he had a TR6, and that thing was pretty fucking cool until, it sat in the garage for a while, and then the fucking mice ate everything, and he ended up selling it to a guy who does it. Yes, they were bad. Maddie's like, were? All right. Yeah, this is it just sits different. All right, chat. You found through a friend that was 45 years. Okay. Oh, that's nice there. Yes. There you go. That's good. Yes, oddly enough, they build nice high-end stereo stuff. Interesting. I did not know that. All right, guys. So we're going to paint this and see what we can get. I don't know. Should I try to paint this? No, we'll use the airbrush. I think we should use the airbrush. We're going to do it right, chat. We're going to give this thing the sexiest look you can get with things they didn't know existed in 1987. Heck, the guy who may have put this model together, the professional builder, might even be in a nursing home at this point, depending on how old he was at the time. Like, certainly that guy's collecting Social Security now. That's the crazy part about this. The people involved in this are very likely senior citizens right now. That just shows you, like, the time frame we're in. Use brushes. I don't know. Yeah, the mouse pad. Yes. Because it was the original thing that came with my desktop when I ordered my rig. That's what Newegg sent as part of the thing. Is that optimistic or pessimistic about the nursing home? I don't know. It's just interesting to feel like time goes by, and like this is old. This is an old thing. It's just appreciating how old it was. The pad's from like 2022, like right when I started doing this, right when I started up. I probably need to wash this. But no, we're not going to use brushes. We're going to do this. We're going to give it the proper. We're going to expose it to things it never thought it was going to see in a home gamer. Yes. Yes, it's like holding a rifle in the 80s. Oh, it's even better. It's even better than that. We're not. Guys, the remote's because this monitor is a TV. So. Yes, everything is old now. It is. But we're gonna paint that gray and see what happens. I don't know. I'm gonna try some brushes. Hold on, chat. Okay. So we got a dark gray. We've got German gray. That's my gold gray. So we're gonna do that. Ow. Oh, hold on here. We're gonna get no. Where's my JA green? There we go. All right. Okay. Where's palette? Where's my paint palette? My paint tray. Oh, where did my paint tray go? Oh, where could it be? Oh, it's right here. Okay. My cuticle trimmer, that doesn't need to be in the way. Okay, so we gotta clean some paint out. Also, tomorrow night, chat, we're gonna do Russell Greer. The Carl Yopes thing, I need to do. Well, I don't know. The casino also did a banger job of covering it, so I'll figure it out. I think we'll do Carl another night. I don't know, but tomorrow night it's gonna be Russell. So I'm gonna wonder what I'm doing. The paint thinner will clean up the paint. Yes, we're gonna do F1 tomorrow. I don't know what time. What time does the Grand Prix start? Oh, it starts at 12 a.m. Central. Okay, well, that's 1 o'clock Eastern. But yes, we're gonna do Russell probably around like 8 o'clock or so. So, quali's on pretty soon, yeah. I thought they were doing a sprint in Japan. I didn't realize they were doing quali, but okay. McLaren's up front, so is Ferrari. Good. Yuki's fast. That's good news too. I don't mind Yuki Tsunoda. I know a lot of people don't like him. You know what? If you guys have something, we'll try to do it here, but YouTube will kill us if we try to stream it, so. All right, that's probably good enough. All right, chat. I just need to keep that clean, so figure I might as well clean it while we're working. All right, so we're gonna do the cockpit. It says a dark gull gray. So dark gull gray. I forget what color that is, but we're gonna use German gray just because that's what I got on hand. So we're gonna use some German gray. Because if you guys are wondering what it's gonna look, German gray looks like when it dries. This is German gray when it dries. So that'll work pretty good for a fuselage. That'll work good for the cockpit too. So I will brush this out this weekend and clear coat it to get it ready for oil washing, but we'll do that another time. Okay. All right. Oh, fun fact as far as like old things, Michael, there is actually a Frank Lloyd Wright house near me that you can rent out to sleep in for the night. It's actually kind of cool. And it's like booked out forever. Yes, people will pay for old shit. All right. All right. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, real quick, Chad. I know somebody had asked about it earlier, I think, or one of the other nights. This is that the half track we were working on for the miniatures. That's what we have. I'm going to leave it like this, and we'll just get ready to clean that, paint that too. So, also a note on the miniatures. I fucked them up because I put too much of them together. Apparently, I violated every rule of putting together miniatures by putting them together instead of painting them and then putting them together, which I didn't know was the actual rule. So forgive me, chat. I sinned. Yes, apparently I fucked that up. I did a little fucky wucky. So I kind of ruined them. All right, there we go. Okay. You put together your Warhammer first, then paint? Yeah, but I don't know if that was the best idea. So we're just going to start painting. I don't know if you guys could see how, well, if you could see in the light, but this is not, like, look at the detail on this. It's not a whole lot of detail. Come on, focus, you fuck. There's a little bit of detail in this thing. Okay, there we go, chat. It kind of grays up. Guys, I don't know if I'm ready to start kit bashing. I can try stuff, but I don't know if I'm there yet. I still want to try, like I said the one night, doing some scenery. Like we watched that one guy do where he takes a look at makes like a brick structure and all that stuff as like a snapshot. I'm going to try that because I found a bunch of good inspiration for it a while back. So we're going to try that one night here coming up. I found where I can get some good foam. There we go. Now, I don't know if you guys could tell, that is gray. So there we go. So we're going to let that dry. I'm not going to put it on there because this is valuable. Joe saying models in the 80s recommended painting everything before gluing together. I learned that the hard way. Well, you do some parts. There we go. Believe it or not, Ag, I used to beat the shit out of my brushes when I painted as a kid. It was a lot of fun because I had a nice little my dad set up a nice little model like station for me with some scrap stuff from the kitchen when it got built at our house. There's some leftover drawers and shit, and he made me like a nice little setup. So it's actually pretty fucking cool. I used to paint on it all the time. Papa Criminal is a great man. Probably better than I'll ever hope to be. You know, if I can be as good as him, that'll be something I'll be proud of. Even partway as good as him, really, when you think about it. Okay, so we have two choices, chat. We can do this JA green, this like Jaeger green, or we can do deep green. And deep green was on the once again, we did deep green on the Sturmovik. So we could do this green, or we could do a darker green. Which way should we go here, chat? The first green? All right, we'll do the pin. We'll do the seat in the first green. The Jaeger greens. Oh, well, I'm thinking it's called Jaeger green, but it says JA green. I don't know what that means. The craps table was on fire. Nice, Benjamin. Make that money. Fucking roll them dice. Fucking roll them bones. 50 Cent says, man. Shoot them dice and holler, get 'em, girls. Daddy needs new shoes. Daddy needs Pirellis that look mean on 22s. Stash box, Xbox, laptop, fax machine, phone. Just bulletproof that bitch, and I'm gone. As the great Chris Jackson would say. There we go. Let's see if you guys can see me as I do this here. Please put those instructions in a page protector. I don't have one, but I'm going to keep it away from it. How about that, KLF? We'll work on it the best we can for now. Oh, geez, this model is very smooth in its plastic. I think this is meant for thicker paint. Because right now, if you thin it out, it just runs everywhere. And I'm like, I don't think it was meant to be this runny, but okay. Yeah, this is not meant for this type of paint. This is meant for like using them when you slap on enamel paint. That's an entirely different way this stuff would work. Okay. Huh, that's interesting. Oh. Go for a painting. Hello, how you doing, man? We are working on a blast from the past. This is a 1987 Tester's MiG-37B that one of my viewers sent me. So, yeah, we're doing a time warp tonight. We're doing an antique. An antique. All right. So what's in here? Edit name. We should probably just do. All right. Greetings from Hungary. How you doing? Yeah. Hope you guys are having a nice time out there. Now, let's see. Are you painting anything right now or working on anything? I know it's Saturday morning up there, but maybe you're doing something fun. I'm not sure. Who knows? Hopefully whatever it is you're doing, you're enjoying yourself because it's like what? 6, 7 a.m. out there? All right, let's see if we can keep this going here. Wow, this is kind of eating up the paint Actually, very interestingly. Like the paint is just kind of like not taking to this very well. This is interesting. This does not want to get painted. This seat is like just fucking sucking it up. Interesting. Although the cockpit took that coat of paint super well. It grayed up pretty good. So uh-oh, are you guys saying good things or bad things on Hungarian? I don't know. Yeah, I heard about Destiny guys getting the TRO and the injunction. I have not had a chance to look at it yet. Maddie says scrub it. Well, I'm going to be very careful with it. I'm going to try to let it dry and see what happens. We're going to go back to repainting this because I think this is ready for another thin coat of some thinned out German gray. So we're just going to use the paint that's in here and thin it up. Get it nice and runny. Remember, we're doing nice light coats to this. Well, it's a Giga Chad General War song. Okay. Well, I know who Horthy is, but I just didn't know the rest of it. What the rest of that was. As long as you aren't calling people the N words in foreign languages. Okay, so let's see what this does. Nice and light, thin and runny, chat. This is actually taken a lot better. So there we go. That looks good. I will say though, guys, I did look at the Carl Jobs thing. He should call himself Carl Blowjobs because he's gonna have to do blowjobs to pay off Billy Mitchell. Holy cow, he basically lied and defrauded everybody with his his lawsuit defense. He literally got people to give him GoFundMe's on a scam, which is hilarious because he went after people for scamming all the time. So there we go. That's actually looking pretty good. I like this. It's a good color. So Dawn and warm water with a toothbrush, probably, but I'm letting this dry to see what happens. I'm gonna let it dry and see what I can get. Because I thinned it out a lot. I thinned it out less this time. It's kind of taken. It might just need some coats of paint. Does it need a primer base coat? It might. We're going to try. Like, I'm definitely going to prime the body. But we're going to see what happens here. There we go. Okay. Venentron said, what did he lie about? So, Carl claimed this was all a lawsuit because Billy Mitchell sued him over cheating in the Donkey Kong stuff. That's not what it was about at all. Carl lied about the premise of the lawsuit. The lawsuit was actually about Carl claiming that Billy Mitchell caused the guy to kill himself. And Billy Mitchell sued Carl over that. And Carl lied and made it sound like it was some bullshit over Donkey Kong and free speech. And basically, he fucking tricked everybody into giving him money. So that's what it was. Basically lied to everybody. And then Carl lost his lawsuit, and all that money people gave him has been wasted. But he basically swindled the internet because Billy Mitchell was nobody liked Billy Mitchell, so everybody was willing to support him. And it turns out he was a big shitbag and a liar. So that's what happened. So, but yes, Carl owes like probably 400 or 500,000 Australian, which is like 250,000 US. So yeah, he got own dizzled, as the kids might say. Okay, so we're letting stuff dry. This is no, this seat is not working, chat. I'm gonna go scrub this down real quick. I got a little brush we can rub on this. Let me go brush this down real quick, and I'll be right back. Let me see if I can find something to watch for a minute. Who's live here on the tubes of you? Um, uh, live. Who's live right now? Oh, Ryan Hall's live. I'll just put this on for a minute, guys. Do a little bit of weather for everybody here. Go rub it out. Of course, I'm going to rub it out. But what was the name? There was like a fake boy band, and they had a song called like "Rub One Out." Don't be
People in Western
shy.
Kentucky, over towards
Ooh, if you guys are out in Arkansas, be careful, man.
Warning, and that's not
That
currently
doesn't
in
look
Arkansas,
good. Be
Texas, or
careful out
Ohio.
there.
If we're talking about Missouri, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, flooding is the thing that we're worried about tonight. And that's all I can tell you. It's going to keep raining. We're having a little bit of a break right now in places like West Plains. But I do believe that more heavy rain will probably come through tomorrow about around noon. But I think the majority of our heavy rain threat is going to shift more to your east for the rest of this event. But it's going to be a crazy rainmaker for all of our friends in Arkansas, Tennessee, extreme southeastern Missouri tomorrow. $16 left on that tornado warning there. It looks like the rotating part of the storm will be outside of the warning polygon in less minutes than that. It's going over Desark right now. Hopefully everybody's in their safe spots out there. There's no confirmation of a tornado, but there's still that radar indicated rotation. So promoting the safety precautions, but not promoting any sort of panic. Arkansas, we got another severe thunderstorm warning for Clarksville, Arkansas now. Man, there's a lot of Clarksvilles. Clarksville, Arkansas. This is going to go up towards Catalpa and Loafer. So y'all get ready for some 1-inch hail. Yeah. It's after it's the 11th hour. After the 11th hour, I start saying stuff like, "This morning has a lot less many minutes," instead of just saying fewer minutes. Yeah, you'll have to bear with me here. Dragon Master, I don't know about hurricane season yet. I haven't really looked at it. We usually do some sort of general overview in May. So we'll talk about hurricane season a little bit in May. Frank, is the redirect set up? If it's not, let's go ahead and set that up, and then also give a reload to the 24/7 channel if anybody's awake out there. Also, huge shout out to everybody on the team. You guys hear me saying Dylan, Tanner, Kenzie, Jared, Riley, everybody in the background, Frank, everybody involved. And there's a lot of people involved in this. And they've all been pulling these all-nighters and not sleeping and, all that stuff too. So super huge shout out to the whole y'all squad here for an insane week of coverage. It's not over. We're coming back tomorrow. But there's light at the end of the tunnel. After Sunday, there's no next big signal yet. So that's good.
Tornado warning.
All right, Chad, I'm back.
They did just issue.
Okay,
we'll
continue
that tornado.
Ryan Hall. We'll put him on in the background. We got him in the background here. So why is he touching his arm? I don't know. Because he's doing it all day. He wants to masturbate. And I don't know. We're gonna prime shit because this seat was not taking it well. It's called stimming. Yes, stimming. It is what tardos do. It's how tardos soothe themselves. Okay. So anyways, I hope that made sense about the Billy Mitchell thing and the Carl. So the Carl Yopes thing, he basically lied and said Billy Mitchell caused the guy to kill himself, and Carl tried to make a claim as about lying about Donkey Kong shit. So that's why. Is it a friend of Destiny? No. No, it's not a friend of Destiny. Okay, so making sure that's on mute. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got something to do this with, chat. We got surface primer. So we are going to prime this biatch up. And I'm going to grab the painting pedestal. Our secret weapon that they would have called Silly Putty back in 1987. So did us gamers win or lose? We kind of both, like, I don't know who won. Billy Mitchell's an asshole and nobody likes him. So yes, the bad guy won, but the good guy wasn't a good guy. So go count how many lawsuits Billy gave Carl and check what they were about in the timeline of the fundraisers. Yeah, I mean, yes. Cyanide says, why did he do it about the Apollo thing? Well, no, because if you didn't really know about the story, you would assume it was just like a minor part of it. So, yes. Well, he wanted to make money off of it. And, yes, he kind of went too far. He went very far with everything. So he got everything that happened to him. I don't feel bad for him and nobody else should. Okay, so we've got that. We're just going to hit this up. Okay, where is my paper towel? Yes, but for some reason, Carl went whale hunting and he picked a fight he had no reason to fight. So I don't feel bad for Carl in hindsight. I wasn't even sure what the fuck it was all about ultimately, but yeah. Carl fucked himself and I don't feel bad for him. It's another example of don't fucking do lawsuits. Just fucking admit, oh, you know what? I messed up. There's nothing wrong and there's nothing dishonorable in just admitting, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. You can always apologize. It does not hurt you. It does not embarrass you. There's nothing wrong with saying I was wrong. People should take note. Let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so. There we go. Let that dry real quick. Never say you're sorry. It's a sign of weakness. Yeah, well. No way Muda didn't know. Yeah, I'm not worried about like Muda, but I'm talking about people in general. Like the regular viewer probably didn't know, but yeah, Muda and them probably definitely fucking knew, and they just went along with it. But it's all about money for everybody. I mean, that's how this works. Yes, and James is correct. Apologizing is cheap in court is very expensive, but yeah, so. Yes, the judge called him out on his bullshit apology. So. Fedorovsky, it was a trial in Australia. Billy Mitchell sued Carl in Australia. Because, like a dumb fuck, Carl defamed him, and in Australia, the standards are very different. And there's no malice standard. There's no New York Times versus Sullivan. Carl fucked himself up his asshole. He literally shoved his dick up his ass. And Billy Mitchell just stood there and laughed at him. So, yeah. So there we go. We'll let that dry and see what we get. Adam says, sorry this come up before. Are you going to review the new court leaks for Destiny? Yes. Yes, I will, Adam. I have not had a chance to look at them. I've been in like work mode, but you know what? Been doing a lot of fucking work this week. Let me see here. Let's take a look. Pacer. Where we'd like to go, and we'll switch over to this real quick. Here, I'll bring you guys along with me. We'll take a look. We'll go Pacer. Where would you like to go? La Floride, Southern District. Log in. Bum, 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 bum. Bada bum, bum. So let's go down here. Business name. Bonnell. That should be enough. Ooh, there's a bunch of Bonnells. Stephen K. Bonnell II, defendant. Dovey Bonnell. Let's see here. Oh, data last filing. Hey, I click on the wrong one. Is this the one they consolidated? Oh, yeah, they accidentally did this one. I forgot. So we need the other thing, because every once in a while they fucking file shit weird. Okay. Docket report. Guys, this is how you find cases in federal court here. Destiny, yes. Destiny, the left-wing political streamer. And you're like, Destiny's a girl's name. You're probably like, Destiny's what we call strippers in Norway. Yes, that's probably true as well. So let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Initial disclosures by Jane Doe. All right. We got a bunch of stuff came out. Okay. We got a bunch of stuff. Motion for a TRO. Exhibit declaration of Brooke. Okay. A status conference set for April 4th, Friday at 4:30. Okay. So they just had it. All right. So a jury trial is set for next May in 2026, which is normal. All right. So they accidentally filed the wrong relief there, but so they got it. They fixed it. They have a proposed order for a TRO. Oh, did Destiny even fucking respond? Doesn't look like it. So he didn't get his thing yet. It's being referred to a magistrate. He didn't get a TRO yet. So we'll take a look at it later, but he did not get his TRO or preliminary injunction yet. It's ordered and adjudged that, the one filing is denied as moot. The other one's only denied only to request a TRO. So the remainder of this, including the preliminary injunction, is being referred to the U.S. Magistrate. So the judge is going to make the magistrate take a look at it. So no, there isn't the Destiny did not get felted here as much as people think. Cyanide Cologne says, we can't pray the gray away. Not yet. We're trying to get that better. EDW Raptor, hello. Yeah, the docs are on court listener too. But yeah, one night here coming up, I'll go through everything. Okay, let's see here. Wow, that actually looks like it took better paint. I feel like it's got the same consistency though. You know what, chat? We'll try it out. We'll see what happens. Mickey, you're saying Sean heard women don't have hobbies, which is why they're batshit crazy. Well, no, women are just crazy, period. My aunt was wonderful, a seamstress who made all her own clothes, but she was the exception in my experience. Are you saying that I heard this, or are you saying you heard this? Because I'm a little confused. I mean, I could see women being crazy. Of course, women are crazy. It's what they do. Even God, that's like in Exodus, man. Moses like, bitches are crazy. Oh, you heard this? Okay. Well, it's just saying Sean heard women, so it's like you say Sean, comma. I heard women don't have hobbies, which is why they're crazy. Yes, a lot of women are crazy because they don't have hobbies. They treat like just fucking around as a hobby, like messing with a life and just working on people as a hobby. So, yes, women used to do all kinds of stuff, and now they don't have hobbies. Drinking Starbucks is a hobby for a lot of women. Or like Pai Mei says, ordering shit at the restaurant. So we're going to try that. We'll try that seat now and see what happens. So let's get this paint cover back on. And also, real quick, chat, when I start, all these lawsuits that I've covered, I think I need to do a stream where I kind of give updates periodically and do about 10 or so lawsuits updating at a time. So something I was thinking about doing here coming up. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, this looks like it's coding better. Oh, yeah, here we go. I think it's coding a little better. We'll try it. Don't Rama. Very good, chat. Do not Rama. It's going to learn. Oh, it's going to be a coding process. But it's taking better because the other time it was basically like the plastic would not allow it to sit because it was too, I don't know. Like I said, remember, this is a 40-year-old model. So, yeah. Well, it's all still about layers. We still use layers. But yes, this is before people did pre-shading and shit. There we go. That's not bad. It's taken. Oh. So. Well, guys, like 2.0 does stuff. You know, she works on her things and she has other hobbies and interests she does. So it all works out. It all works out. And here's the interesting thing, guys. This has problems, but this looks like $1 million. It looks like $1 million inside. I wish you guys could tell. But like, it took paint very nicely. Which is kind of sad. Although I'm gonna work on doing buttons and shit in here while we're working on this. Is the casino on tonight? They're on talking about JF? Let me see here. Like, I can't, like, they're live on a Friday. Damn. We'll watch some of this.
Bob for 2 subs.
Sorry, guys. I love the casino.
I told you guys, this is amazing.
Let's see here. Let's listen.
This is amazing content. Man. Guys, go check out that video. Go subscribe. Tell them the casino sent you. Let's fucking go.
Jean-Francois.
Or it could be part of a mental disorder. Hearing voices.
Yeah, I suppose she could probably be schizophrenic, but I mean, who wouldn't be?
Okay.
Why?
Jesus, who made this fucking poll?
JF is saying it was her wish to go away. Wow.
Psychos, who would you fill up? Shut the fuck up.
Even if it was her wish to go away like that,
Psycho,
come on, grow up. There's no effing way that happened. That's not gonna fly here. It's not gonna fly. Even if she's having a fucking bad day, we all have those days.
These women are holding him accountable. They just don't believe JF's lies. They see right through him. They're calling him out. There's no way. Listen, this is the truth. Like, and I would love to see JF be pressed in a real live environment about this. You're telling me, JF, that the mother of your children just decided to abandon her children one day and go off to live in the wood, and you let her do that? You know, like, you knew that she was developmentally delayed, and you just let her go off into the wilderness with no supplies to a certain death? Like, it doesn't make sense, bro.
Oh, Wacky Shucks has gifted 5 subs. Let's fucking go. Casino Night Owl has gifted 5 subs. Big support here on the 5th hour of our show there.
It was her wish to go away. By the way, they're asking for e-transfers. That's wild. Via e-transfer to
e-transfers?
The e-transfer.
We're doing the TD e-transfer there?
E-transfer grift. That's some Canadian shit, buddy.
What is an e-transfer in Canada? You could send people money through e-transfer. You put their email in, and then they can accept it. And yeah,
They're a bad week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Only Canadian. Only Canadian.
Where's her family?
I don't know. There's not enough.
She left all her family to be with him. So she left everyone behind.
So he had her isolated away from family and anything.
They watched enough true crime to know that he was isolating her from her family, her friends. They know, and they're calling JF right out on the carpet, bud.
That's her. That's words out of her mouth that she left everything behind. She quit her job. She left her family and friends, everybody. She abandoned everything in her life because she saw him online, and then she sought him out and then got together with him. That's what she said in that.
Wait, she signed papers that her own attorney indicating that she.
Wow, this is interesting.
So this is the new retcon. This is the new JF.
This is not true at all.
Over the course of the last 2 years, we've never heard this one time.
All right, chat. So we have fine miniature brushes now.
She signed papers with her own attorney indicating that she intended that trip.
So
you guys know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Ooh, buddy, look at that. Look at that, chat. This is sexy here. We got all kinds of power now.
But this doesn't really make sense. Like he's saying, he also says that she signed these papers, signing everything over to him. But that contradicts the story he told about the lawyer.
The lawyer, yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Angel Stan.
By the way, who heads on a trip and goes, I'm going to sign a fucking lawyer note saying I'm going on a trip? What the fuck?
Fucking mentally disabled.
Never happened before, ever.
She can't even read as far as we know.
Buddy, she can't even walk properly. Stratton Boy Beds for some big fucking support here. Let's
Is that
go.
brush porn YouTube
Trad
safe?
life,
Yes.
Typically, the man would move there so she can stay by her family, and any children that they do have can be near their family because that's what trad values.
So she said she signed papers with her own attorney indicating
that she intended the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we know nothing about that.
Bullshit.
Sign papers.
Why would papers?
Even they know. They're like, what? They signed.
What is this sketch? This is suspect.
I'm going to Jamaica. Here's the thing. I'm going to Jamaica for a trip. What?
If this is real, doesn't it make it even more sus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking scary.
It's very sus. He killed her.
Why
He mashed his potatoes.
Significant. Like she knew she would die on the trip, so she signed everything over.
Yeah.
All right.
We got Clyde the dog for 5 subs.
Big support. Thank you, Clyde the dog. Big support. Thank you, man.
Because
Show the where's the papers? Is there a court?
Clyde, why are you giving them subs? What the fuck? Damn it.
He's missing persons. If she signed this and this
She was a vagabond.
Wow. Wilfred Payne says I have to go. Bye. Have a nice day. Well, good morning to you out there. It should be like 8 o'clock. So good morning. Have a nice day.
Missing persons.
All right, so let's start painting this control panel, chat, with our fine brush.
Why is he so defensive?
You know, like
he's having to seek out this 20 viewer live stream of these 3 ladies.
Let me see here.
And then Clyde the dog, 88 for another 5 subs.
88? No.
Brand Belt for a sub.
There we go. Let's fucking go. People leaving comments from the casino. Continue your righteous fight. Fuck yeah, you guys rule. Thank you, Clyde the dog, for another 5. Appreciate you. And Jinko Brand Belt.
Vagabonds usually
Stop, Clyde.
are typically good victims for trad men.
Yeah, well, and also the other thing is guess what? We live in 2025. You are not fucking escaping. Hey, dude, they will find you. There are cameras everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody will have seen you. She's got this wild tattoo on her hand. Like, there's so many things that are not included in her missing
Exactly.
persons.
All right, let's see, chat. Let's get this going here.
I'm not entitled to papers. The RCMP obviously don't believe them because they still have a missing persons case for her.
Exactly. It's that felt that JF just crushed in real time by these women. Let's go, Real Housewives of Alberta. Let's go.
The real hero.
Oh.
And I guarantee you, after I'm praying that we can get enough people on this, that after this week, it'll become missing and endangered.
All right, let's see here.
Now
They're
they're
trying.
gathering a group of people. Everyone, go sub to them right now. Go show your support.
And then guess what? The heat's on you. The heat's gonna be on you.
Whoa, look at this. Whoa, look at this fucking comment. He loves the attention. Let's talk about his small dick.
Okay, so they do start talking about his small dick in the next clip, and JF attempts to defend the honor of his penis.
No way.
yeah.
Now, guys, we're not going to go
really
small. not going to fall to small dick petty insults.
I said it.
She wasn't sticking around for it.
I study at a Napoleon complex. Those guys are usually
How
pretty
tall is
short in
PPP? I do not
stature.
know, guys. I do not know.
No,
Let's see
man,
here.
lit
Dropped
JF.
her off on a
Oh my god! All right, let's go to the next.
So let's see
clip
if you
here.
guys. I don't know if you guys could see what I just did.
A proof of life.
Shit, his dick is examined here.
I mean, we're not entitled to it. We know this.
No, we are actually. She's public. It's public missing persons case. We are actually entitled.
Clyde the
And
dog
Clyde
for
for
another
another
5.
5 subs.
Let's fucking go. Big support. Thank you so much.
Once you've got a police you've got a police file. You're a missing person. As far as I'm
Then it
concerned,
becomes
you've lost
Then it
everything.
becomes public record.
If you can
Not
pay for
hard
your
to
subs,
sit there and
Clyde,
say,
you're
"I'm
paying for
alive,"
your own
and go
peens.
in privately,
I'm just
peacefully,
saying, man.
privately, and be like, whatever, I'm alive.
I'm just saying.
What?
What's an Alberta
This is
fridge?
crazy.
If you can give Worski and
what is
PPP
that?
money,
That's
you're on your
strange,
own, bud.
JF.
Yeah, my family's under care. I sold the old house alongside the fridge. I have a new Alberta fridge.
He's spiraling. He's losing his mind. He knows that the Real Housewives are after him and that they're on the case. And
Oh, he
can't
should be
escape
scared,
justice much longer, bud.
He should be scared, bud.
So like one of those new LGs.
That's what
You
he's
know,
saying.
but-
He's storing the
Or is it a
pieces
frost?
from
Those ones are
JF's
really-
body in the fridge.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like a trope where women are found in refrigerators. You hear this, the old TV trope.
Yeah, one of those.
Clyde has my credit
freezers
card.
that, like,
Oh,
the
boy.
fucking,
Uh-oh.
like, chest freezers.
Really nice, and they're really big, double doors, or Sub-Zero.
What does your family being under your care have to do with where is your wife?
Because he thinks that makes it look like he didn't do anything if he's got custody of the kids. This is like so fucking consistent for every.
Oh
missing
no,
person case.
oh no. They give custody to some sick fucking people doing
Wow.
Because they don't have
some
proof.
shit.
Ooh,
They
Jesus
do their
Christ.
diligence. They audit
These
the
women are
case.
brutal.
He's like fucking like persistence. He gets
That just
arrested.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he's apparently out in Alberta, right? So he had issues with wine mums in Quebec and Prince Edward
And he's like,
Island.
"Oh, here it's amazing. There's trucks
He's
and
like,
men."
he's like, there's no Karens in Alberta. Everyone loves me. But then it turned out that there actually are some based Karens in Alberta, bud. And now your goose is cooked there, JF.
Obviously didn't get the warrant. And the fact that
Exactly.
you've left the house. The fact that you've left the house though now, I think that was I think you fucked up there. I think you fucked up there because I think they're going to be able to go into that house because whoever bought that
No, I
house.
see
asked where
I
her
bet you will let
family
me know.
was, not yours. I could care less where yours is, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, her family, like her parents.
Well, those are the
Siblings,
most
the
Canadian
People who
accents ever.
actually love her.
You want to know why he's actually panicking? I'm gonna tell you right now. It's different when you and I, two guys on the internet, fucking around.
Yeah.
It's different when there's a community who lives beside you,
Yes.
who's like, no.
We're not letting you get away with this, pal.
Yeah, we need these. What are they called? The Real Housewives of Alberta. We need them to. They're at 181 subs. Let's bring them up to 200 subs. So let's help the cause.
Not the guy.
link is at the top of the description.
It's the
Go
video.
over there, guys. Go subscribe to them. They need your support to bring JF to justice.
Yeah, we're trying to get them 200. And then here's some comments. The potato has been mashed. Whoa, buddy. The casino sends his
potato.
regards, ladies.
Or are they live right
So
now?
funny.
That's interesting.
You'll hear this one. The casino
I don't know
has
if you
been
guys could see
documenting
this,
the
but
case
we're
for
trying to-
years. Worski narrowly escaped JF's death trap. Together we can take him down.
It sucks. I don't know if you guys could see this.
I who dropped her off at a bridge.
Because she's mentally.
There we go. We're getting some buttons in
She
this.
sees spirits. Oh. Oh yeah, you didn't care, but for 3 days after she was missing, you cleaned and sanitized and fixed everything up.
They
Oh, they
everything.
know it all,
Oh,
JF.
shit.
There's no escape. They know the whole lore, JF.
This is fucking.
They know.
incredible. I gotta watch
Oh
this.
no.
Joseph, what color are you
22,
aiming for there?
22
It's gonna be red on the
Let's
buttons.
go.
I don't know why you guys
No,
can't
let's
see it,
get those
but it's in there, I
subs
promise.
right now.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
So
We gotta do the true the true crime episode of our episode.
Buddy,
We bring him
Netflix
on.
is missing out on this,
Huh?
man. This is like Netflix, like HBO Max. They're all missing out. This is like the story of the century.
Oh, it will be.
It's the next big thing. I'm telling you.
It is. It is. 2:38, guys. Let's fucking keep going.
What'd you smash a couple holes in the wall while you were fucking bashing her head in?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is rough. Those women are
Well,
brutal.
we're all
I like how our show's big enough to actually make an impact now. Like
Well,
the PWR and
you
this.
push a few subscribers over
Pretty
there.
cool. It's pretty cool.
feel it. We all feel it. We all know what happened.
No,
because
I'm
guess what?
sorry,
We've
you didn't
had it.
comprehend what I was saying, dude, because you don't speak English.
Keep going.
Oh,
I think you killed your wife. If you didn't, you would have let the man to prove it.
It's
Just simple
over
as
for
that.
JF.
That is different. Do you know where she is? Do you know that she's still alive? Because this guy has no idea where she is, and he was the last person to see her.
Like the truth.
They've just
This is
got him.
great, Ashton. I knew it. Like I told you, man. It'd be fucking
wow,
cute.
these
And he
women
did report her
savaged
missing
him.
until October.
Total Quebecois death.
So
260 subs.
Let's get him to 300. The
Yo,
brave 300.
And flaked on this clip. Link the fucking channel in description.
Yes.
We need this.
I would say so too. He's like that guy from Minnesota. There was a podcaster who, what was his name? Oh, Lass would know who it was.
mhm.
Oh no, Nick.
I can't
She's
remember
got
his
the
name.
thickest accent. Can't
They
even
got into a
remember her
whole
name.
big
That's Alberta there.
thing where they were like swinging and shit, and there was
They're
like,
talking about
Ricada.
Nick.
Wait, they're talking about Ricada.
Wait.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
where they
Fuck.
can't
You're
remember his
talking about
name.
Wait, what's going
Oh my
on?
god, chat.
They got into a whole big thing where they were like swinging and shit, and there was
This is the female version of Kino Casino.
Wow.
like
But you know where
It
she
is.
and they could find her.
Yeah, Yendor, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's terrible for your children.
I'm sorry.
Hmm
Oh
She
man.
was seeing
Jojo really.
Oh,
Jojo
God.
Really doesn't like,
Queen
Jojo
of
does not
Jojo.
like this.
Jesus.
This is gonna be our locale universe. They're the Queeno Casino.
The Queen of Casino. Where they're trying to just stop JF the whole time.
What?
Jojo does not like.
It's JoJo.
Yeah.
No.
Like the normies know about
Well, I don't know.
Ricada now, and the normies know about JF. It's
What a
getting
time to be
really
alive,
good.
chat.
2025 is the best.
Buddy, we're only in April too, dude. Starting of April.
What
I
a
don't know.
time to
I
be
think-
alive.
well, he's got me.
No,
fired up.
Jim and Jay were
Unfortunately,
not
the wrong
swinging.
person. I get obsessive for focus.
Yeah.
You don't want Rocky
She's
to be
like
fucking
full
fired up.
Rocky on autism mode. She's hyper focused, and JF's now her special interest. This isn't just weaponized autism. This is weaponized female autism, buddy. This is a whole other level.
Okay, they're at 283 subs. Let's get them to 300, guys.
So I'm not
Yeah,
dropping
she
it.
doesn't stop.
So you're kind of it's not going to stop. We're going to find her, and we're going to find out where she is. And there are private search and rescue groups
Yeah.
out there who'd like to train their cadaver dogs, and they will take their cadaver dogs to your old property. And that cadaver dog, by the way, they can hit 10 years later, 20 years later.
Yes,
doesn't
they
matter.
can at
Ooh,
times.
They can hit if there's just a lot of blood. They can hit if there's a dead body. Like there's a lot of things they can hit on, and that'll be enough to get you a warrant. So I mean, like when I say you definitely came on the wrong person's radar, I mean it because I'm going.
Whoa, this bitch
Oh,
has
buddy.
a vendetta.
She's meaning business here. Like
This
she's
is
not fucking around.
crazy.
I'm going to make sure.
Oh
that the
my
search and rescue
gosh.
groups out there do get on it.
Jay, hold
You
on.
know Jeff's gonna be mad that we're like promoting
Oh
these girls.
yeah, buddy. Listen to JF. This is crazy that this is actually real. This is real. My dick has been examined by experts, and it is not ill. So JF has had no choice now but to defend the honor of his penis to the Real Housewives of Alberta. He's getting cross-examined and pressed hard to the point where he's saying his penis is not ill. Which I'm not sure what that means.
This is so.
That's
That's
doing.
not a
He's
good look,
examining out
buddy.
his penis so that he can deflect from the truth about what he did to Mom and JF. That's what he's trying to do here. Let's see if they fall for it.
Experts. Okay, I got questions. So, are we
French
talking
for
like
doctors?
a
French for
doctor?
doctor.
The
Is
dick
this
doctor.
a doctor, or is this?
We are gonna
How
find her.
where
She's
she
in body.
is, and we will go find her.
Dude, you should have found her if she was so
Yeah.
easy to find.
No, she was discarded, right? She was a failed project.
Right.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
because he
Ooh,
puts himself
shit.
out there for women
Mhm.
and keeps getting his life destroyed.
Wow.
Whatever,
This is-
dude.
by the way,
These
this
bitches are
is
going
JF's
hard.
Worst nightmare come true because he hates women. He resents women. He knows that women are able to socially dominate him in every scenario because he's like a freak, weird robot guy. And so he just hates this. He hates being questioned by women. This is his like worst nightmare, buddy.
Yeah.
You are a reflection of your woman is a
No,
reflection
she
of
definitely
you.
did not do that. Definitely did not do that. Yeah, there is somebody who commented today on the post on X, and they said that this guy's ties with Epstein. I don't know if that's true. I have
Yes,
no idea.
it is.
It's
No,
actually
you have no
true.
idea. The man
It's
from Meth.
Subs. Let's go.
it's so unbelievable. They're like, there's no way, but it's actually true. The guy is funded by Epstein.
Yes, he was.
Messages I got about 30 minutes before the stream started, and there was just too
Mhm.
many, and I'm like, I can't keep up. So
Oh,
we'll have to do a part 2 of this. We'll do a part 2 maybe next week. But
Wow.
He's saying he has 0 STIs. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
The team of experts were the good ladies at the hospital
This is
department.
long, this is
Okay, and
wide.
then we have this final one. Okay.
All right.
she was not found in New Brunswick.
No, she was not.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a lie,
Dude,
JF.
Why is
you
he
actually
lying?
think okay. JF,
He
you've
did it.
never met women who watch true crime obsessively. That is absolutely not going to fly here, okay?
Power
Was
level.
she seen by an eyewitness?
The
Was there an
power
anonymous
level,
description,
buddy.
an anonymous report that she
You've
was seen?
never encountered
Somebody's
a
gonna-
middle-aged woman obsessed with true crime, JF.
Yeah,
You've met your match now, buddy.
She's never contacted one person, not her friends and families.
Mhm.
I'm sure there was a reported sighting, but she hasn't been found. That hasn't been confirmed.
She's pissed.
Oof.
So she was dropped off at the.
F's in
my
the
God, I'm
chat,
flying
chat.
the bridge, but that PEI, the huge PEI bridge, she was dropped off there, and she was seen on camera at that gas station, being dropped off to go on a woodlands adventure with no gear whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, that's
To
an
live
old
off
photo
the
of
grid.
him. Catch
She was going to go live off
And
the
this
grid.
guy who's just going to be so nice. This guy who has no control issues at all was just going to be so nice and drop her off.
Exactly.
Bullshit.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
JF
Okay.
has massive control issues. He would never let her go. They're so right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, true.
Hey, hypothetically, let's say you didn't do it, but she was fearful for somebody. She was fearful somebody was trying to kill her. She came on your stream. She was pleading with that person. What was it called? The no white guilt guy. She's
Oh my
pleading with him
God.
to stop harassing her and stop whatever. So
Lord.
she's clearly
Okay, they're
scared.
bringing the no white guilt. The guilt fucking.
Scared of somebody. I do not believe for 5 seconds that she's going to then allow herself to be dropped off in the middle of nowhere, all alone with no protection, when she thinks there's somebody out there trying to kill her. Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. And if she did believe that, why would you drop her off? Like, no, none of it makes sense.
Let's go, Rocky. Rocky.
The comments do show up on the screen. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe that. Well, we clicked them. That's why we had to click them. But sometimes there's so many.
Mhm.
Wow.
Chat, we don't need to be too rude.
These women are savaging
Yeah,
JF.
we want to know what happened
To
to
her.
Laura. I hope I'm saying it right. Laura,
Yes.
because she deserves a voice in all this. And I
Mhm.
think she's had one. But I do think that, yeah. So was there somebody trying to kill her? I would like to know, JF, was there? Oh.
Whoa! JF is ruthless, but that's because you don't know crack whores. All you know about is males. Women who are crazy do not fear for their life. Mama JF was a worldwide traveler, extreme person with extreme personality.
You guys can't see, so.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, you got like, what do you think you're helping yourself by calling her crack whore?
You know,
so, sure. And she seemed like she did have a dynamic personality. Like, of course, the ones that we get to see are only the ones out there that we can see are where she sees off. But it doesn't matter.
God, these women are burning his ass up.
He said she was a world, not is. So there, he's confirming she's gone. She's past that. Once again, JF slipped up and revealed the truth.
Oh no!
And not let the police search your house. Okay. And there's somebody out there who's trying to kill her.
Mama JF has an extensive history of street life. That's what I refer to when I say crack whore. It's a funny term for
street life. So JF is admitting his wife was a prostitute crack whore. Not really a flex. JF
what is he talking about?
Your wife was a street life whore.
So in that stream that you weren't talking about Mama JF, and you would never say anything mean about her when you called women crack whores, are you now admitting that you would never say anything about, and now you're calling her a crack whore?
Ooh.
Let's tell the truth, man. Was there somebody trying to kill her? Why was she so scared someone was trying to kill her? And she was, and she really believed that. Why would you have dropped her off on the side of the road? Why do you leave Quebec? This is a good question. Why did you leave Quebec?
Probably the taxes. Because the taxes are better.
Here we go.
Cheaper, sort of assuming.
Well, you hit the spot. You might want to get away from it. It's probably haunting you.
They don't know the full lore of JF's.
Unreliable. Oh my god.
Yeah, you know.
Then she might have been unreliable.
Well, did she have a social relationship with him? And she left everything to do with him. So obviously she had some issues. I'm not saying she didn't. What I'm saying is, did she have someone trying to kill her? Did she really have somebody who she said it? She was frantic when she was talking to the no white guilt guy. She was frantic. She thought he was trying to kill her.
Yeah, she's very upset.
Okay, so no, but you gotta ask. So JF, is she unreliable and like totally fucked up, or is she like a 007 agent, worldwide traveler, like you say? You can't have it both ways. Where she was a totally unstable, unpredictable crackhead that was incompetent, but
that's
also
true.
She's been able to evade police capture for years. Come on, man.
No, like if she actually believed that, why the hell would you drop her off?
Oh, is that why? Because of the lockdowns and everything in Quebec?
Oh, Quebec did get crazy.
Oh.
Here we go. He's
well,
cooking himself.
JF, I'm sorry to hear that you were swatted because nobody deserves that. That's the stupidest shit ever.
He was not swatted.
It wasn't swatted. The cops went to his house.
No.
Suspect.
Listen, it's not, oh, this troll on the internet swatted me. It's the province of Quebec swatted him.
Yeah. Yes, they decided they had to search his house.
Actual authorities sent police to his house. That's not a swatting. That's how it's supposed to work.
Come on.
You can't claim that a province swatted you, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to know where the girl is.
Yeah, we just want to know. We want to know how the kids are and how the kids are doing, knowing that their mom is missing, because that's got to be detrimental.
Do your kids a favor. Don't refer to her as a crack whore.
Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier when the other parent of your child, has issues. It's very detrimental to the mental health of the child to refer to their parent like that.
Yeah, see that he points out that he was swatted not by an individual, but by the government. So he wasn't swatted.
Yeah, that's not swatting.
That's not what a swatting is.
Swatting is a fictional story that makes police go to your house to find out what happened.
A wellness check for children is not swatting.
Wellness checks aren't swatting.
And an arrest is not
wellness checks can be a swatting if it's done right.
Okay, but
I'm just saying.
Was it because of your wife disappearing? Like, that's not going to go away. Like, you're really going to have to end up coming out and answering all these questions. It's never going away. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, like it is. The fact that we heard about it, literally somebody in our chat last week asked me about it. Well,
wow, these women are not letting up.
Quebec to keep them. I think you should be more concerned about where she is, and because you find her, right, then it completely erases everybody. I will apologize, dude. I will be like, I am just such a fucking retard, and I will grovel and whatever, but I don't feel like we're wrong here. But if we are wrong, I'd be, I feel like you should be out there looking for her more than anything else.
Oh, wow.
You're a disgusting human being.
That's awesome.
Guys, he's disgusting. I don't like him.
Well,
Wow.
10 out of 10 girlfriend. Bro, like, I don't understand how he thinks this helps him at all. He just makes him seem unhinged and crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, JF
well,
and
for you for bagging
Mama
another
JF
10
had
supermodel
kids.
in Alberta.
He was all about
Please don't
breeding
judge these
women.
guys.
They're
Well,
like,
he's not
looking
Alberta.
around
You're like
each other, and they're
Alberta,
like,
10 out of 10.
listen, we live in Alberta, and we're the Real Housewives of Alberta. And let me tell you, there's not too many 10 out of 10s out here in Alberta, bud. Like,
I heard from
kind of a
reliable sources they hijacked
kamikaze
it, right?
felt by them, but
Terrible. I don't even know what to say left. I mean, I just think everybody should join this group, the Facebook group. I will post it in the Real Alberta Housewives
Facebook
pages on
So-
Facebook, and on,
the
I'll post it on our X as well. And everybody join it and get people to join it. There's not enough people in this group. It's not got enough action,
Oh.
and we need to really put the heat on the RCMP. And we need
They're
to all. I
putting
think we
the
should all just
heat-
do it. Just
they're
honestly,
putting
just do
the
it.
heat on the
Oh,
RCMP to catch
Let's find out.
JF.
I'm going to move to Alberta.
Yes,
Oh,
Super
man.
United Quill. I did. I'm going to take a look at that,
Oh,
but
man, this is
so
good.
far
Yeah.
it's kind of like a
Newsflash,
nothing burger.
conservative women
We'll see what
also hate
happens.
Murder.
Where is she?
man.
Oh shit, Chet is 2:30. So
Anybody in the chat that believes that she just
we're
went
gonna need to
on her own,
wrap this
I
up
just
here in a
did,
minute.
put, hello, she went on her own. Just write something in the comments. I'm curious.
All right. Well, that was great.
All right, that was the
Can't
JF
wait to
segment.
follow up
man.
on
that
was fun.
segment.
All right, now are we doing Mersh?
Yeah.
Let's do Mersh. All right.
Listen, we always say skip Mersh. Let's get into Mersh. So, guys.
We'll do Mersh. We'll do Kakada tonight as well, and then we'll probably wrap it.
Yeah.
So-
we're good. We're
All right, chat.
getting-
We are gonna wrap this up for the
So,
night. It's
guys,
2:30. I didn't
Mersh,
realize this. I was in the
he's
zone,
broke, he's losing it,
but I
he's
need to
losing
stop. I gotta
everything.
get some sleep. So, yeah, this is pretty fucking cool, man. I like this. This is yeah, this is so cool. Fedorovsky says, "Why would you let your birthing women be on stimulants? Because JF's a retard." So, you're thinking way too much into this. Jean-Francois is libertaded. So, when am I gonna get the F-19 kit? I don't know. That shit's expensive. I've seen prices for those. They're very expensive. So probably never. I'll 3D print one. How about that? So, all right, chat. But thank you guys all for being here. We'll try to keep working on this. This might be a little bit of a longer project. So, but no, I think this is pretty cool. And once again, Jolly Jake Lovell, thank you again for this. I appreciate it, man. Said, I'm pretty sure this is you. If it's not, whoever it is, I hope I do get to run into you and tell you thank you, because this is so, so cool. So, chat, I will see you guys tomorrow night. We are going to do Russell Greer. And, yeah. Until next time, chat, have a great night.
Weapons, blacksmithing, and models of planes, esoteric works, and even some trains. Much merriment had while drinking White Claws, tips on hunting, and even talking the law. Whatever you do, just don't talk to cops, even when they nab you on illegal stops. Just 'cause you did it doesn't mean you're guilty, but please talk to a local attorney.